Okay, welcome back to another wonderful episode of How to Screw Up Making a Video. Well, hopefully not. Alright, this is a remake of the Chelsith video, which unfortunately had no audio, and despite my attempts to fix it, well, let's just say you don't want to see the mangled mess that was left behind in the aftermath. Alright, so this is a hybrid tour/quest line. We are doing the Wizard Epic Quest. Now, since I've already started the Wizard Epic Quest, you're not going to see the moment of triumph where I actually get the quest starter, but here, I'll show it to you. It's this. Dilapidated Journal. You have to go to Chelsith once you reach level 80, because I'm mentored down to level 90. Chelsith is a underwater dungeon in the Chelsith Wastes, filled with the Yale fishmen, although they're not the real fishmen, apparently. If you talk to one of the fishmen outside, he'll tell you that these guys are a bunch of traitors, and they're poopy heads who turn their backs on Brexit. So I'm also here to teach them a lesson. Now, originally, I wanted this video to just show you how to start an epic quest, specifically the wizards. Unfortunately, the random number generator hates me and decided not to give me the quest item I needed until I was almost completely done with the zones. So, yeah. It is a chest drop. It drops from a small chest. What else can I say about it? You've already seen it. It's a journal. After you get it, of course, you can leave. We won't be leaving, though. We're going to do the whole zone, because why not? So, without further ado, excuse me. Got some hiccups there. Alright. Yale Defenders, I believe, are one of the mobs that can drop the item. There are specific mobs that can drop it, and there are specific mobs that cannot drop it. I just clear everything out. I believe the sentinels do not drop it. The defenders do. I remember that's the one that dropped it for me. Also, some of the flying goopy things up there can drop it. I'm not sure if it's the ghastly or there's another type. I think it's the ghastlies that can drop it. Anyways, kill stuff. And yeah, while we're at it, okay, so Chelsith, let's take a look at Chelsith. Yeah, you come in, that guy is not hostile, he's a regular NPC. You can go two ways here. These have bosses on them, and well, I'll show you in a moment. I also have a quest from one of those fishmen outside who wants me to teach them a lesson, so I'm teaching them a lesson while I'm in here. Alright, the first boss is in this pool up ahead. However, you gotta spawn it. You gotta spawn it. He's shy. You have to call him out. Maybe he's just snooty, I don't know. That's him. Alright, they're tentacles of the Leviathan. Or good... what the hell's his name? They have a name for him. It's like Takanoth or something to that general effect. They believe that Leviathan is a greater god than Prexis and killed Prexis and took his place or something. Leviathan is actually just a really immature joke. I mean, let's be honest. Tentacles. Do I need to say more? I hope I don't, because I'm not gonna. But yeah, Leviathan is a raid mob. Everyone... well, it used to be that everyone needed to kill him, regardless of whether or not they needed him for their epic or not, because you needed to kill him to get access to Vision's Peak, but I believe they took the access requirement away, so you don't need to kill him, but you should kill him anyways, because why not? You'll notice this guy is not hostile. There's a reason for that. It's a hint. It's a hint. Come on, guys, get over here. Yeah, both of you guys, get over here. Boosh! Eat Firestorm. Alright, so what you gotta do to spawn this guy? It's quite simple. There's a tentacle in there. It's called the feeding chamber. You got a feeder who is not hostile. Let's go see where he goes. He runs over to here. There he is. What's he doing? Oh look, there's a school of bluefins. Well, let's fish some up. I caught a large bluefin. Oh, also you can go in the water. These guys, of course, are hostile if you're in the water. No damage to worry about from touching the water or anything. Some zones will hurt you if you do that stuff. And so what you do is you go into the water here after getting that fishy thing. Fishy, fishy, where are you at? Fishy! Alright, then you use it. Behold! And now we have a targetable, killable, poopy monster. Alright, notice it also weakened the barrier. That's important. Ooh, exquisite chest. Yeah, I'll take it. I will take it, good sir. I accept your gift in the spirit in which it was given. Alright, so we got more bad guys. Let's go kill them. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? They just like interrupted my spell. Got that horrible detriment there. Does a lot of damage, as you can see, 50% of max health, but you know, resistances and whatnot factor into that. Chelsith. These little side branches also have names on them. I don't believe, strictly speaking, I need to kill them for this quest, but I'm going to kill them anyways because why not? We're here, might as well just completely annihilate this place. See, there's a name. It's the Grand Devoter. I'm going to go show him my devotion with Firestorm. Baboosh! Firestorm. It whips the llama's ass. Wait, no, that's Winamp. Ah, it whips the Yale's ass. There we go. Firestorm. Someone make me a little jingle for that. Be awesome. Radio announcer style. That'd be pretty cool. In case you're wondering what music we're listening to some Zelda remixes. Specifically, there's one one remix of the Temple of Water. And I figure since we're in Chelsith, underwater, Temple of Water sounds great. And here they worship Leviathan. By the way, these tentacles are a part of Leviathan. That's apparently Leviathan's mucus. He's hosed. He used to be a big deal because he'd like come over here and just be very difficult to target. But he's not a big deal anymore. These guys used to constantly respawn. They might still constantly respawn. They also despawn like that. I cannot remember if they stop spawning after you kill the mucus or if they just constantly spawn or what. But notice they're not worth any XP. I really hate these hiccups. You probably hate them too, but not as much as I do, trust me. Alright, so we just killed the mucus of the deep one. Now we're moving further ahead. Whoops, I'm not a crusader. I can't cast on the move. Wish I could, that'd be awesome. Mobs can, because they're cheaters. If you are a assassin, there is... Oh, I hate the knockback from these guys. It's really annoying. There's a mob you need to kill for your epic in here. It might be right here, actually. It's a big droag. Drogue, whatever you want to call them. I call them droags because I like to emphasize the ag. Because they're very agricultural, those droags. You might think I'm joking, but I'm not. If you go up to the Withered Lands, you'll see the village of Alavan, or Vanilla as I like to call it. They got some serious farming going on. Let's see. Oh, there's a quest you get in Kylong Plains where you have to like make the ultimate cuisine. One of the things you need is the legs of the Blue Baron. It's a giant frog somewhere on one of those lily pads out there. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Boom, I'm just taking stuff out. This stuff constantly respawns. Yeah, that was the other one I was talking about. There's the ghastly and then the flammed. Which apparently this is the poop of Leviathan. Just so you know. Yeah. And there's another one of his tentacles. Now, the rest of the tentacles are pretty easy to spawn. You don't have to go fishing for fish or anything like that. All you have to do is kill these guys around them, the worshippers. You don't have to kill the defenders, but might as well, right? Ignore general chat. They're just talking shit about Ratonga, but they don't understand that our little Ratongan overlords will one day teach us a lesson in manners we won't soon forget. Plus, they're just pretending to be Donald Trump with their deportation nonsense. Speaking of deportation, had me a nice little experience yesterday. For the first time ever, I used an automated car wash because my car was filthy and I don't have an actual like hose hookup where I live. It's just kind of odd. So I decided to go get a nice little automated car wash, and since I'd never used one before, I went inside to ask them where I had to pay and all that stuff, and they explained the process to me. It was great. I sat there for about 5-6 minutes talking to someone of clearly Middle Eastern descent, and not once did he blow me up or terrorize me. So yeah, that's my political commentary for the day. Alright, now with this kill we get this guy. Kaboom! And he explodes, and once again the barrier weakens. Huge, brilliant behemoth eye. Another exquisite chest. Wow. I'm used to this place dropping ornate chests, but not exquisite chests like this. But as I recall, the last time I did this video, it was the same situation. They just kept dropping exquisite chests like it was going out of style. And I said, you know what? By all means, my friends. They're not really my friends. They look at it. They got the little red outline. That means they want to kill me. Don't blame them. Sometimes I want to kill me. I was like, dude, just stop talking. Another news, somehow I got up to 16 subscribers. Still have no idea what I'm doing. Well, at least what I'm doing right. Maybe I'm not doing anything right. Maybe I'm just not doing enough stuff wrong. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I was like, whoa, look at that. Oh, yes, there are idols behind these that you need to click for the Templar epic, I think it was. Anyways, multiple classes, multiple epics. Like I said, the assassin has to go over on this side somewhere. There's a droag that comes out. He used to be pretty substantial, but not anymore. Then, or maybe it was the Inquisitor that had to go click the idols. Templar or Inquisitor, one of the clerics, I think, had to come in here. Here's some more Abyss Lurkers. There's going to be some frogs out there. Oh, sentinels. I'm being remiss in my duties as a divine avenger. I'm not killing all the sentinels. Why you guys let me do that? You guys are supposed to stop me when I'm doing that. Or when I'm not doing that. Or something. As you can see, I don't speak their language. What do they speak? Goblish. Or Gobbish. What is that? No, there's an L in there. Goblish. Alright. Yeah, remember you can go around the bottoms of these places and find some more little... And if you fall in the water, you can also use these to get back out. Behold, I've killed all the sentinels. Is that the Blue Baron? Yeah, there he is. Blue Baron. Knows he's worth AA, so you know what? I'm going to teach him a lesson he will not soon forget. Haha, Abyss Lurkers can't get me from here. Because I'm not in the water. Behold! Ooh, he dropped an exquisite chest. Yeah, that's his name. Getakanov. That's Leviathan. That's vile religious betrayer for Leviathan. And if you go loot his corpse, he'll have all those legs of the Blue Baron on him. You also need to get a flammed sacrament, because apparently the ultimate cuisine involves eating Leviathan's poo. I don't know about some of these NPCs. I can't get out that way, so I'll have to run around the other side. So let's demonstrate what I was talking about. Worst case scenario, I could also call back with my portal, which I might do, because you have to go back and kill this guy to break the final barrier. It's kind of annoying that they did that. Just gotta backtrack, but whatever. In fact, I think I will portal as soon as I kill the next one. We're just looking for the path that you can climb up. Where is it? Maybe I've already passed it and I just don't recognize it because it's been so long. Oh, here it is. Yeah, see? So if you get stuck down there, uh-oh, then you run into this problem. Don't get stuck in floaty mode. What are you doing, you crazy wizard? Someone once told me never give a wizard alcohol, and well, he's going to demonstrate why not. There we go. So with a little bit of vertical shenanigans, you can get back up top here. Alright, let's go this way. This is the glorification chamber. Now we're going to go clear the other thing. Now, it was around... No, it wasn't. At this point, I still had not gotten my quest update. You just have to keep killing these guys and hope for a small chest. Remember, you're looking for this little guy. That's the quest starter. Offers the quest of Fire and Ice. And is required by it. In order to start your epic, you need to be level 80, obviously, and you need to speak quad at all if you're a wizard. There are different requirements for the various character classes. I recommend looking them up and starting work on them when you're around 75. That way, by the time you get 80, you'll probably have all your prereqs done, and you can just hit the ground running. That's what I always did anyways. Once again, this is just another one of those. Actually, no, this is not the room with the tentacle. But the next one's going to be another one of those, just clear the guys out. In fact, the rest of them are all going to be that way. It's just the first one, that feeder chamber, that's the only one where you have to do something special. Man, I wish I could get this on instant recast, because this would be awesome on instant recast. No targets in range. And I'm pinned. Pin, once again, is the most obnoxious of all the status effects. Although knockback's pretty annoying too, because, you know, you're trying to cast a spell and they're like, here, why don't you move two feet to the left? And I was like, here, why don't I just hit you in the face with a sledgehammer? They say violence doesn't solve anything. This is living proof that it does. I got a problem, and I'm solving it right here and now with some violence. So, there's a time and place for violence. But yes, there is the lore and legend for them. You'll notice at the bottom of my list I have it. It's one of the few that I do have. There's another named up here, by the way. Oh, sir, eat my ice spears. More dots. More dots now. Yeah, have some incinerate. A whole bunch of guys came down here. Like I said, they're social. This guy's docile. Not very docile. He comes charging at me after I hit him. Actually, I didn't even hit him. It was his friend. This guy's an enthraller. That implies that he is a enchanter of some sort. Idol of obedience further implies that he's an enchanter of some sort, probably coercer. So be ready for charms. Behold, ego shock. That's a coercer spell. Maybe he is a coercer. Some sort of enchanter, I'm sure. Alright, see, there's the barrier, and I can't get in. So let's go fix that. Using portal. This is basically the wizard version of evac. Now it takes me back to the beginning, so I don't have to run all the way around. Swashbuckler also has to go along the side of one of these buildings and fight what used to be a fairly substantial skeleton dude, the Dread Pirate Robber. So Swashbuckler Epic is basically a retelling of The Princess Bride. You've got the six-fingered man. You have to develop an immunity to poison to have a battle of wits with some dude. Fezzik's one of the guys that you help. You have to break up a wedding and rescue someone. Blah 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 blah. But ultimately, you're actually trying to find the something pirate Roberts. I can't remember what they actually call them. There's a big boat battle. It's probably the only time that the Swashbuckler really has a Swashbuckler fight in the entire game. Because Swashbucklers are pirates, and how much of this game takes place with ship-to-ship combat? Yeah, I'll give you a hint. Like none. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's like, wow, we get a fight. He was obnoxious. I did it when it was, you know, current events type stuff, and it was brutal. He charmed, he knocked back, he dazed, he mezzed, he threw the kitchen sink at you. It was if you weren't geared for that fight, you got a nasty surprise. It was not fun. He was all like, "Hey guys, guess what?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Kaboom! That's what." And that's what happened. His little parrot came after me and beat me up, and just tough time. Finally went in with some raiders, and we got him. All right, and here's this guy. Oh, he stunned me because he's a jerk. We're just waiting for the stun to wear off. So what we're doing? Oh yeah, enjoy it while it lasted, buddy, because now you're mine. All right, we have completely. Oops, get that out of the way. Completely dispelled the barrier. There. Let's go this way too, because there's a named up here that we can take out. Now you'll notice the quest where, you know, neutral zealotry, I need to go back outside and talk to the dude, but I'm not going to. What I'd have to do is go out, talk to him, and then he would want me to go kill the guy in the last chamber. I'm not going to do that though, because I don't feel like it. That would just pad the video, and I don't want to just pad the video. That's kind of lame. Believe it or not, I don't really like making long videos. It's just they kind of turn out that way. Sometimes I'll refilm them 3 or 4 times trying to cut the time down to make it somewhat reasonable. Doesn't always work though. Sometimes it's my fault because I'll think of something that I want to point out and it takes longer, and other times it's just doesn't seem to matter how fast I talk. I can't cover it all in the amount of time that I'm giving myself. Oh well. But you can always pause the video and watch the rest of it later, or you can just skip it. You know, it's up to you. Unless, of course, you're in the chamber of obedience, then you have to do what they tell you. I don't know what they'll tell you, but you have to do it because it's chamber of obedience. Just got to do it. All right, so we're going to the final place. Out of my way, you fool! Look at that! Oh, knockback nonsense. Here's the place where you want to be careful because these guys tend to fly low up here, so you're usually within aggro range without even realizing it. But not always, because there's a gap in their line. See, you can probably tell that this is a Zelda remix because, you know, it's quite clearly the Zelda theme. And once again, just got to take out the prognosticators. Like Punxsutawney Phil, prognosticator of prognosticators. Well, he's got some fans apparently because these guys want to be just like him. Can't blame him. He's a pretty cool dude. Behold, I can destroy all of you. Except when the game doesn't want to acknowledge that I clicked my spell. Don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just doesn't want you to actually click the spell. Sometimes it's because it's a passive spell. It's happened a few times. They've changed AA spells into passive abilities, but the icon's still on your hotbar and you're trying to figure out why you can't cast it. Then you actually look at it. Oh, it's passive now. Oops. Now this is the Majora Leviathora. Not to be confused with Majora's Mask. This one doesn't wear a mask. But yeah, this is the final boss of Chelsith, the big tentacle. But these are not all of the tentacles. Oh no, Leviathan has plenty more where these came from. And they're much more obnoxious. This guy, I can't remember what this guy did. He used to do something on the pole that was pretty obnoxious. But again, I can't remember what it was, so let's just blow him up. Majora Leviathora, come! Notice he's got a pet. He's a necromancer. Or it's a necromancer, I guess. Well, I don't know. She's a necromancer? Whatever. Tentacle thing here is a necromancer. Behold, tentacle thing here is now dead. And with that, we are done with Chelsith. So by this period in time, I had actually looted my my quest starter. That's this. Now what we have to do is find someone who can read it. Apparently being able to speak Kuwadadal, even though I learned it from a book, does not impart the ability to read it. But the quest does actually explain that. You can read some of the ancient words. This is ancient Kuwadadal. So I can read enough of it to tell that it's a tale of two lovers and you want to know more about them. Where would you go if you needed someone who could read High Elvish? I'll give you a hint. Felwith. So yeah, I'm not going to actually cover that. I've already got some further videos in this series. What I'm going to do is ignore the whole talk to an NPC step, because do you really want to watch me run over to an NPC and just hail him and then click the button a couple of times? Because that's kind of stupid. But I will cover stuff like this where I have to go into a zone and do stuff. So next up is going to be Chardock. So yeah, and I'll keep you posted on what the updates of the quests are. I'll always do recaps. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry I screwed the original one up, so if you're one of the ones who watched the original, this one has sound, hopefully. So peace out, and I'll catch you later. Bye.